Hello and welcome back to Unikron's Gaming. This is going to be a video called A Conversation with Gamers. I believe this is the third one. I think the first one was about Castlevania. The second was about Sega Shinobi. And this one is about this game called Neva. And I want to know, have you played it? And if not, I think you should. A quick history about this game. Wikipedia says Neva is a puzzle platform game developed by Nomada Studio and published by Devolver Digital. It follows a young woman named Alba who must travel with her wolf companion Neva across 4 seasons in a world corrupted by darkness. Who are they called again? Nomada. They also created a game called Gris. I don't know if you guys ever played that. I believe it came out last generation on consoles. So that would have been like the PS4 era. There is a native PS5 version. And I believe both of the games are on everything you can possibly imagine. Maybe not mobile. But anyway, this particular game here, what's nice about PS5 version, just the base PS5, not the Pro or anything. It's 4K 120, so it feels really responsive and it looks really sharp. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to talk about the game now. What initially attracted me to this game was when I saw it on, I think it was PlayStation's YouTube channel, or it might have been on one of their showcases, like well, not a showcase, but one of their state of plays. And just the visuals of it, it looks so smooth, and I really like the art style. But the main thing, I was like, excuse me, is that a wolf? Or some sort of spirit dog that's white? Are we talking like Shadow Dancer here? Mega Drive and arcade? Because if we are, I'm buying it. And that's basically what happened. I made sure I didn't watch any more trailers because I didn't want to get spoiled. I might spoil this game. And I won't show too many major boss battles. I just show the smaller ones. So yeah, that's initially what attracted me to this game. The art style, fluid animation, and the fact that they've got a Shadow Dancer dog. I don't care if it's some sort of mystic dog. It's Shadow Dancer. This dog is straight from Shadow Dancer, and I wanted it, and I had to have it. So yeah, that's what initially attracted me to this game. The story is pretty cool. There's no actual speech that you would understand. It's just told throughout the game. It's very, I don't know, natural or naturistic. Set over 4 seasons. The Neva starts out as a little pup. You most of the time basically have to protect her because she's small, she's vulnerable. But by the end of the game, she's a weapon, and I'm talking like Shinobi and Sega and Shadow Dancer need to steal everything from this game. Don't even try and make it like it's your own. Just steal it. Just plagiarize this game. Because what Neva can do, oh my gosh, she's like the evolution of Shadow Dancer. Really, really, really good. So but at the start, you have to get her to jump. You have to protect her because she can't do much herself. Alba has a sword, which is cool. Basic hack and slash. She's got, if you just repeat, I believe it's square, which is the attack button. She does basic combos. She's got a double jump instantly. She has a air dash, which has invincibility frames. If you do the circle button, which in the air, obviously it's the air dash, but if you do it on the ground, she's got a roll, and that has invincibility frames as well. It's a pretty decent roll. The sword has decent reach. You don't power it up or anything. Just think of it as a basic arcade hack and slash. Think of it like a axe battler from Golden Axe. His sword doesn't get more powerful. He's just his sword and the combos that he has. So here you can see me here. Neva can't really attack these, I don't know, dark shadow hands. So you have to cut throughs and then you call her to continue. So yeah. That's the gist. Later on, you can climb and hold on to edges of cliffs. Once Neva grows, in the other seasons, like say autumn and winter, she's much bigger, much more powerful. You can even ride on her, so she's your mount. You can use her as a light source. You can send her after enemies a la Shadow Dancer, but she's better, and you can call her back whenever you want. She can indefinitely hold on to certain enemies and they can't break free. So yeah, that's the general gist of the gameplay. It's smooth. Enemies have big tails, especially the bosses, so you know when to dodge through and what have you. Yeah, that's basically it for the attacking gameplay. If we're talking platforming is quite straightforward until about the middle of the game, I'd say, and then they do some puzzles, and the puzzles are really good, but they're not like, oh, I have to think now, get my thinking cap on. The puzzles don't really destroy the flow of the game. The puzzles are platforming puzzles, so they're really cool, and a lot of them use Neva as well. So, oh look there, look, I have to help Neva out because she's too small. Down thrust, bam, brilliant attack. So yeah, that is the puzzles as well. The platform is really good. Nothing is cheap here in the platforming. The platform is really solid. You won't be dropping off anything. Like I said, it's 120 frames, so it's really smooth and very, very responsive. Yeah, even on probably any weaker consoles that this is on, it must at least be 60 at minimum. So it's really, really nice. For audio, I'm gonna say that it's actually a breath of fresh air. There is music in the backgrounds, but it's quite subtle, and it mostly ramps up when you're in battles. So you get like some sort of battle music, which is nice. Lots of natural forest sound effects. Your weapon slashes sound nice. When Neva gets old and she growls and she grabs onto enemies, it sounds nice. The enemies, when they hit you, they got nice, I don't know, whacking sounds. Yes, it's all. I say the audio is really good. It doesn't get in the way. It's not something you'd actually really remember for like music wise, but I don't think you're supposed to. It's more like natural acoustics, but it just matches the game and the gameplay so well that it's, I don't know, it's like burger, fries and a milkshake. They just go together like ham and burger, knife and fork. I don't know, yeah, it just goes together, a hand and glove. So yeah, really cool music. I just want to give a special shout out for the animation in this game. It is probably some of the best animation I would personally say that I've seen this year in gaming on a 2D game, because what other games have I played that would stand out? Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, Tales of Kenzera, Zao. Yeah, those are probably the best games I've played this year alongside this game, but this is better to me. It just is better. Oh look, you can see that Neva's gotten bigger now. Yeah, but animation is so good, whether it be the characters, the enemies, Neva, the backgrounds, the transitions that you see in the backgrounds, the use of silhouettes as well within the animation. It's just, the art style is one of my favorites. It just is. This and Gris was a bit more, I don't, how do I say this without sounding negative? I would say Gris, the art style was a little bit more artsy fartsy, but I don't mean to disrespect Gris, but it was more, look how this game's like a piece of art. It was more looks than gameplay, I would have said. Whereas this, I think it's got the gameplay and the graphics, it's just the right combination. It's not one over the other. It looks great, and it plays great, where I feel like the game that came before this, Gris, it looked fantastic, but the gameplay to me wasn't that deep. Whereas this, I can enjoy it on more than one level. So I really appreciate how this game looks, and the seasons, they really set. I mean, look at this for autumn. This is just fantastic for autumn. I don't think I mentioned the life system and continues. This is just to do with gameplay, because I forgot. Let me just wrap it up quickly. You have 3 lives, or 3, not lives, but 3, call them lives. The 3 flowers at the bottom of the screen. You can't add, as far as I'm aware, you can't add to them. But if you do lose any, as long as you don't get hit, I think if you do a certain amount of combos, say you do 2 combos without being interrupted, you get a life back. So as long as you get good, you'll always have lives, which is really nice. So it tests you. If you do die, you just continue. I believe there's infinite continues. I don't know. I didn't really die that much. I think I probably died about 3 or 4 times. Most of those was when I missed jumps. But if you do continue, you just start off near enough from where you left off. So it's not like you have to get back to where you died, which could be annoying. So yeah, that would be the last little bits to do with the gameplay. So now I'm just gonna randomly talk about what we're looking at in the video now. I have to say, anyone who's into old school arcade games or more retro styled old school games, or new games with an old school feel, you're gonna be right at home with this game. It's not overly complicated at all. You probably use what I think is 2 shoulder buttons, if that, and the face buttons. That's it. I was even using the D-pad to control Alba and Neva when I was riding her. Well, pause. That sounds a bit. Anyway, let's forget what I just said there. Yeah, so I was using the D-pad. So yeah, controlling the game is not one of those games where you put it down, you're thinking, oh my god, do I really want to come back to this game because I can't remember what the buttons are. No, nice and simple here, really nice and simple. So that's pretty cool. Look at the parallax scrolling, people. This game has wonderful parallax scrolling. I mean, this game was almost made for Unikronn. It's just like, Unikronn, what do you want in a game? I want my protagonist to have a sword, some projectiles. Even though in the gameplay you're thinking, where's the projectiles, Unikronn? When Neva's older, she is the projectile. See, there you go. You can send her. I want a wolf. And they were like, just a wolf. And I'll be like, okay, then a spirit wolf. And here you go. I now have a spirit wolf and she can use it in her attacks. So yeah, I want a good life system. Not too many lives, but just enough. I've got that here. Good enemies to fight. Yep. I want to be able to do a few combos. I want a double jump, a really good one, and I want a dash, and I want an invincible roll, and I don't want a stupid stamina bar. I don't want any of the I don't know, Bloodborne or Dark Souls nonsense. Don't want none of that. And they were just like, yeah, here you go, and voila. Oh, and I don't want it to be like 50 hours long, because it's not. I think I beat this game in, I think I beat it in like 6 or 5, and I just continue to play it. Here's some of the little platforming puzzle bits. This one took me a little while. I say a little while, about a minute or so to figure out. Yeah, so they mess around with reflections, and then they up the ante. I think I do have footage of it when they up the ante a bit. When you have reflections, plus you have to fight enemies, which they done really well. Yeah, I think this game cost round about £15, about £15, maybe 12 to £15. I can't really remember. I know there was a discount on PlayStation. It's only like 10%. It's like £1 something off, maybe £1.50 or £1.30 off. But hey, every penny helps. So yeah, yeah. So that was good. Oh, here we go. Look. See, you have to look at the reflection to see where the blocks are because they disappear. Really cool. I mean, someone may have come across this before, but I hadn't. And then you fight a boss. Well, no, this isn't a boss. This is more of a this is like a tiny boss battle. But look, the main boss, can't see him. But if you look up above the reflection, that's where you get to see him. So therefore, or it, I don't know what the hell this freaking thing is. Some shadow beasts, well, multiple shadow beasts merged as one. So yeah, and I'm using Neva to stun them, sending her out there. Instead of sword slashes, if you brought Neva back to you, she attacks instead of your sword, and she's stronger. But that also means that you can't stun the enemies. So I like to send her out there to hold the enemies and then use my sword, because this is the way I like to play. More Shadow Dancer. May not be the most or productive way to play the game, but it was fine for me. And here we in the darkness, see, she holds on to enemies and she acts as a lamp here, which is another really cool idea. People, just go and play this game. Just buy it, ask someone to buy it for you. I don't care what you play on, just go and play this game. This game is excellent. It is currently my favorite game of the year. I've played quite a few games this year. I've played Stellar Blade, I've played Assassin's Creed, was it just Lost Crown? I've played Zao, that Kenzera game. I've played this. I've played a ton of games this year, but this is my favorite game. In fact, this game is now in my top 5 of modern-ish 2D games, or just my top 5 2D action games. I mean, not in any particular order, but I said is Neva, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Dead Cells, Mark of the Ninja, and Guacamelee 2. This has now taken the place of Shadow Dancer. I actually prefer this to the Mega Drive Shadow Dancer. It's finally been toppled in my mind. So yeah, this is just a fantastic game. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to my nephew. He messaged me to tell me that he's following me now. So yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to my nephew, Caius. If you watch this, I hope you liked it. Okie dokie then. I believe coming up next should be another little battle section, which I found really nice, especially with just a black and white. It's almost like shadow or noir feel to it. It looks really cool. I thought this was just done really nicely. Some people might think, oh, this reminds them of Hollow Knight. I don't actually like Hollow Knight. I just don't get hype around it. I've tried it. It was a little bit too obtuse for me. I'm not one to have to go and find a map for Metroidvania and then speak to a guy's wife to buy the points of interest to put on the map and see all the details on the map. That's not for me. It's just going too far. Just give me the map and done. And the further I explore, the more stuff appears on the map. So yeah, but I can see how this section here would remind people of that particular game. The combat just feels so good in this game. Go on, send Neva for that thing. Send her. Look how far she can go. Bam! And just hold it down. Then you start attacking with the sword. Brilliant. Dodge roll, invincibility frames. Nice. Anyway, that's me. This was a conversation with gamers. This is the 3rd one. Please, people, go and play this game simply because I want you to enjoy it and enjoy yourselves. I'm out, and I'll see you in the next video. Well, you'll see my next video and hear me. I won't see you. All right then. Peace.